One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there are, there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
To ensure that some of these incidents are avoided. But at the same time, the transition program is for the nation, but the major players in the transition program are the politicians themselves. So the politicians themselves will have to come and bury their differences. Will have to play politics the way it is, not politics of animosity, not politics of religious or ethnic, sentiments or anything, no matter how devastating to the unity and stability of the nation. Once it favors that individual politician, he is ready to exploit it at the expense and at the cost of the unity or stability of the nation. So what we have done is clear, it's simple, it's straightforward, and it's step by step. But I tell you, we know we are all Nigerians. The politicians themselves, it's a big challenge on them. They need a change of attitude, a change of mind for them to come and play responsible politics. And that's why, even as far as rotation is concerned, as far as power sharing is concerned, which is the main issue in the politics of this country, we took the pain to go into detail and divide this nation into 6. So the question of majority, the question of minority is absolutely immaterial. It's question of quality. It's question of the individual Nigerian who possesses the right leadership, who possesses the right quality. That is the issue. So the question of marginalization is completely out of it, is absolutely addressed. So there is no section of this country that will claim to be marginalized as far as the present system is concerned. So the issue of marginalization is out. The issue of sharing or involvement in power in this nation is out. And all these things, we took upon account of our past experiences as far as the political evolution of this nation is concerned. And we believe and we pray what we have done is something which is enduring, which will reinforce the peace, the stability, the unity and the understanding of this nation, and which will form the basis of a stronger, a sounder, democratic system.
Ikwere anumeka o, kelele mele ikwere zanha. Kelekwa ndị Igbo niile. Awụ m onye Ikwere. Ezigbote nwa afọ Igbo. Ezigbote nwa afọ Igbo kara aka. Ana ekwetere m kwesi ike na ndị Ikwere wu ndị Igbo. Agbachi ihe niile a na-akọ ha kọburu na mgbe nke gara aga. enwe new generation of ndị Ikwere, ma ndị ụmụ nwoke ma ndị ụmụ nwaanyị kwetere n'eziokwu na anyị wawu ndị Ikwere kpọmkwem na anyị wụ ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo ekene m unu. Unu kaba arụ biko wee nyere m aka wee sonye na platform anụwa. Especially anyị wawu ndị Ikwere. Ọtụtụ n'ime anyị wụ ndị either our mother or our father ndị Igbo. Besides that, our origin indeed wụ Igbo. Onweghị ọzọ onye ọbụla nwere ike ịgwa anyị. Anyị wụ ndị Igbo. Anyị wụ ezigbote ụmụafọ Igbo. Tụ a ka ọ dị. Ekele m unu. Jisi na ike biko wee sonyere m na platform a. Ebe a ka anyị ga-anọ ma na-akọ ihe gbasara origin ndị Ikwere n'ala Igbo.
When I was growing up, we always say we are Eastern region. That's what we say. We are Eastern region. I don't even know anything about Yoruba or Hausa or anything. Now, Igbo, Eastern region. Yes. Now we know. On each market, now we dey go. When I was growing up, I schooled in Sapele, my secondary school, Zix Academy. Zix Academy. They don't change them now to Okotiebo Grammar School in Sapele. Zix Academy at that time, it's a school that was founded by Nnamdi Azikiwe and Okotiebo. Pa Festus Okotiebo. Now I found Zix Academy. That's where I was when the war broke out. The hatred when they come poison our mind, what is not going to explain. These are British people. At that time, no media, nothing. So we just went along with all the lies they told us about the Igbos. Character assassinated the Igbos and they played propaganda about the Igbos. He got 20% not here. So much that we hated the Igbos. Yes, so help me God. They made us, they poisoned us. When I talk, we say they poisoned us, I am saying that the British and the Polonese poisoned our mind against Igbo. And that's what is playing out.
Christians living in northern Nigeria are being threatened as we speak. Muslims in northern Nigeria want to kill the Christians in northern Nigeria.
duk wani bahaushen mu da sai yana kure tattaro ya dawo gida yaki za a yi fa in qataluukum faqtuluhum kadhalika jazaa'ul kafirin. Na rantse muku da girman Allah idan ku fada kuke mu da ma muna sakkwato kuma sakkwatarin ne tushen farawa. Mu za mu fara sai ku karasa din. Mu za mu taso rigima insha Allah daga karshe sai ku kama mana idan za ku iya kama mana. Ku bari ku ji za mu kashe ku. Na rantse muku da girman Allah ni a shirye nake duk wanda yake jin ya shirya yanzu ya mun magana mu je mu tattauna mu sami tun mu ga yaushe wata rana za mu fita operation. Tunda haka kuke so a yi tunda haka kuke so a yi sai a yi daga nan Sokoto za mu fara kona su muna fara kashe su tukunna sai Kano a dauka daga nan a wuce Jos duk inda wani kafiri yake za mu kwalkwalo shi mu yanka shi wallahi za mu kwalkwalo shi mu yanka shi yawa wannan shine gobe sallah ko bikin sallah ma ba za a yi ba bikin sallah ma ba za a yi ba.
Muslims in northern Nigeria want to kill the Christians in northern Nigeria. I am saying this thing now. If you need to forward this message to security agencies, if they are pretending that they don't know what is happening on the social media, forward it to them. I have gotten death threats for simply coming out to talk about the Uromi killing. I wasn't justifying it though. I said it is wrong. And somebody said, if they blow whistle, he will kill me first. Because I am a Christian. And because people who killed their brothers in Uromi are Christians. Who told you that Uromi does not have a mixture of Christians and Muslims? These are the conversations that we need to have in northern Nigeria. I try to promote peaceful coexistence in northern Nigeria, showcase the most beautiful part of northern Nigeria in the best way I can. But in situations like this, I will lend my voice to say the Muslims in northern Nigeria are not doing justice to this. I see a lot of you come out to say this is condemnable. Oh yes, the government should take action. You are giving the government ultimatum to take action. It is good. It is fantastic. Can you also touchlight those Muslims who are inciting violence in their localities? We who live in comfortable areas, who do not live in the slums, are not going to face most of these things. But people who will face it are those ones who live in the slums. Before security agencies get to them, things beyond our control would have happened. People come out now with knives on social media to say they are going to kill Christians. And I'm not seeing anybody say anything about it. Nobody is justifying the killing in Uromi. I did not justify it, but I was said, like, people, this here on my comment section, welding knives and saying they are ready to do what? Gone are those days that in northern Nigeria you have religious crisis. Now, it can never happen again. That's one-sided, people are going to be killing another person for life. It's gone. In Plateau State, in Kano, it has happened. The very moment you get an event happening in one place, it picks up in northern Nigeria. Because our people are not educated, they don't know what's happening. The very reason not just tell them to they somewhere they are trying to attack Islam. Finish. People are fighting. These ones I'm seeing on TikTok, I don't see them because me and them mingle in the same circle. But I see them on TikTok here. And guess what? There are people who are within their localities who are Christians that are vulnerable. Nigerian government, this is them for you to take action. Don't sit down, fold your arms until this thing happens.
This is Umuchukwu reporting live from Abia State.
These people do not understand we are taking action. These people do not understand we are taking. Go out and clear warning. Say, don't come out to do anything. That's what we want.
Protesting the immediate
I beg. Let this message spread. The lives of Christians in northern Nigeria is in danger. And one thing I know that is going to happen is there's going to be a retaliation, because if Muslims start to attack Christians in northern Nigeria, Christians will retaliate. Please, let us do the news. There are a lot of things we need to uncover about northern Nigeria. I am trying every day, one topic at a time, to educate people about northern Nigeria. But one thing I'm telling you for now, this is a whistle blowing. This is fire alarm. Do with this information what you will. I don't talk
on every corner of the world, projecting, attracting solidarity for Biafra. 40 states, or more than that, is going to be part of what we are talking about. The issue of Abasonia, yes, simonekpa might be going through something somewhere in Finland. All is an added value to Biafran popularity and global international attention. So these guys have paid a lot of price, for people to see the reason why that Igbos cannot be part of Nigeria and still be dying. There's no how Biafra will come and somebody will invade Biafra and still kill Biafrans, all in the guise of Fulani, or in the name that book of Fulanization or Islamization. It can never happen. Biafra will be fortified enough to defend Africa, not only Biafra, to defend any part of the world in solidarity, in line with the United Nations quest for preservance of existence. That's the essence of United Nations. Existence, human existence is very important, and that is where Biafra starts. No Biafran government will be an extremist government. No Biafran government will go against his own people. No Biafran government will what? Look at what is happening in Israel today. Israel stood up and they defended the state of Israel, the Jewish people, and that's what we're saying. That Biafra will not allow this kind of killing that have attracted global attention to continue unchecked. That is why the Igbo people are saying, even at this point, Nigeria is partnering with Fulani, just like what happened during the Nigeria-Biafra war. And we see almost all over the world that the people stood and the whole world almost attacked Biafra. Even recently, the Russian jet fighter that bombed part of Biafra during the war, wrote an article a few days ago that if not with the support of the whole world against Biafra, Biafrans would have overrun Nigeria. And that what surprises him is that these people without arms, they were able to go into the war without arms. Talk less of present day Igbos now. We are taking so much from Nigeria. We have seen persecution, we have seen marginalization, we have seen suppression, we have seen oppression. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the symbol of that, what we are talking about today.
So as we are closing now, the Israelis seems to be backing this Biafra. What are the connections, or all do you think are the connections between Israel and the Biafrans?
I watched Benjamin Netanyahu some time ago mention the issue of genocide against the Igbos. It is a world record. It is there in the archive. Over 15 million Igbos died in that war, or more than that, and the Igbos are still dying. So the whole world acknowledged what happened between 1967 to 1970, or more than that. And even at that, the Igbos are still dying. And apart from that, Igbos have been seen to have a strong link with the state of Israel, considering the fact where they actually come from. And not only that, Igbos are not violent, and anybody that is not violent against humanity, seems to be a friend of Israel. And from that angle, Israel over the years have shown solidarity to the Biafran cause, considering the fact that Israel as a nation were once like Biafra today. But after how many years, in 1945 they became a nation on their own, in 1945. And when we are battling, Israel we are also at war with other countries. So what we are saying is that Israel have gone through this kind of oppression, suppression, killing, invasion, politically and otherwise. So it has gotten to a point that on the process the Igbos spread all over the world, and they are coming back. They are coming back. Igbos coming back is going to attract both Igbos and non-Igbos at the end of the day. So the making of Biafra is going to be huge. The making of the first Jewish black nation in Africa is going to be something the whole world will later come to celebrate, because they will stand in line with humanity.
Okay. So finally, some people are saying that Igbos are not Igbos. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the Igbo people, the Igbo nation has celebrated their allegiance and their alliance with the Igbo people. I've told you the story of the Igbo people. Anybody that wants to hear this story can get it from Awolowo's speech on the eve of Nigeria Biafra war, where he made a certain statement. You can see predominantly the Igbos are just the owners of Eastern Nigeria, right from the history. Remember some time ago I told you about the old Eastern Central State. The old Eastern Central State comprises of Benue, Niger, Nasarawa, all those areas, Kogi, down to those are the old. But you see what the Portuguese, what the British government did, as a result of resistance. So, we have come to know that Ambazonia, some part of Cameroon, was part of Biafra too. So all these things will be properly looked into. So Ijaw is not an issue. Forget that we can say that the Jaws are minority. They are nowhere without the Igbos. They cannot. There's nothing like Ijaw. But that is what it is today. They are still, our brothers. But what I want to say is that there is no nation without ethnic nationalities.
Okay. Thanks so much for coming, sir. God bless you.